Welcome back to another Defense Against the Dark Arts. I am Professor Umakiza. So today we'll be learning about beasts. Now for the next few lessons, I'll be teaching you beasts. So today I'll be teaching you about two beasts. So I'll be doing 3 lessons. And in each lesson will be 2 beasts or 3 beasts. Today we'll be teaching you 2 beasts. Now, if you do have this spell book, I highly encourage you guys to get this book. Now, if you guys do have this book, please turn to page 12 of your workbooks. Now we're learning about banshees. What is the banshee? Well, banshee is a medium-sized beast. Now, appearance is similar to a woman with long dark hair, greenish skin, and a skeleton face on earthly screen. Now, there are banshees that do roam around Hogwarts. But they are rarely seen. Now, here's a question for you. A did you know question. I'm going to tell you, do you know? Did you know? Singer Christina Warbeck has appeared on stage with vocal backing from Banshees. Now, she was a singer in our world, and somehow she actually trained Banshees to actually scream in the background to beat with her songs. Now let's continue our lesson. Native to Ireland and Scotland, the Banshees take form of a spectral woman who screams, heralds death. Now what that means is that sometimes their scream can be very fatal to us. So fatal that their scream can cause death. So be careful. Unsurprising, the appearance of the sound of the banshee inspires a deep sense of dread in the Wizarding world. Now for our Defense Against Dark Arts lesson, revealing that one of the deepest fears, according to Cedric folklore, the Banshee Ben Shidhe, or Wailing Woman, is a spirit or a fairy woman, is regarded as a bad omen. So what we learn about there is that banshees basically are bad omen, but they wail, and you have to be careful about their wailing. Hearing her kneeing is said to guarantee a death in the family. In some stories, death is reserved for unfortunate soul who actually sees her. So there it tells you that when you hear it, it is guaranteed death. It can cause some of your family. Now it says also unfortunate soul. Now, before you're wondering, I'm not an unfortunate soul. Well, for some of us, are unfortunate. For those who hear the cry and when it's fatal to us, very fatal, like hurts us, that means that you are an unfortunate soul, and that most likely means that it will kill you, most likely. Some believe that banshees appear only to certain families of Irish or Scottish ancestries. The legend of the creature inspires the phrase, scream like a banshee, typically used to describe a piercing shrieking or disconcerting, unhappy hysterics. Now, The notable banshee is known as the Bandon banshees, mentioned, in stories. Now, banshees are very terrible creatures. Later on, I'll be teaching you a spell of how to defend yourself against them. Now, you must be very careful against banshees. So in our next, let me turn to our next lesson, our next beast we'll be learning about summon. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Here you go. Chimera. Chimeras can actually harm you as well. Chimeras are large. Now, many of you goes like, what is a chimera? So you may know what it is. Head of a lion, body of a goat, tail of a dragon. They are native to Greece. The chimera is an extraordinary, deadly lion-goat-dragon hybrid. Creatures whose eggs are classed as the non-tradable goods. The Ministry of Magic classified these ferocious beasts as 5X's. Now, what's 5X's? 5X's means very difficult to be with. It means that's a high level defense. Level 1 means 1X, with level 1 means it's easy. And it goes up. Level 5 means it's very hard to defend. Now, if you are a first year, second year, third year, fourth year, do not approach them, or fifth year. It is most likely for sixth year or seventh year students, or when you graduate. Now, if you are first year to your third or fifth years, do you approach Chimera? Do not. Do not even attempt to try to defend yourself against it, because you will not win. You will die from it. So it is best to cast, I'll teach you how to cast a distraction spell if you are not qualified for that level of magic. And then you would run. Let's continue about it. Meaning to announce that certain terms, beast is confirmed, wizard killer, that cannot be tamed. Now, it depends if you can tame them, but most likely you cannot. The most famous player of the Kerfefelli catapults, Dangerous Die Lewin, was attacked and devoured by a chimera while traveling in Mykonos. And Emphasis Dodge only barely escaped the chimera while on his world tour. In fact, according to Newt Scamander, many of you know him, the only wizard who successfully managed to kill a chimera promptly fell off his winged horse afterward and died. Now, Newt Scamander is still alive. Now, he's the only one that successfully killed the chimera. No other wizard have ever done that. Newt Scamander is a mythologist, and he knew his creatures. He knew how to defend as well. Unfortunately, his name has been lost in history, despite the danger that they pose. You can get chimera eggs, but it is very dangerous if you approach one. If you do get one, don't even touch their eggs as well, because that means it's a territorial thing, and basically you're in for it. Originating from Greek mythology, the chimera is the child of a monster to Typhoon and Enchada. The Greek hero Bellamorn slays the chimera to help his winged horse Pegasus. Although Bellamorn survives the Chimera. He later attempts to fly Pegasus to Mount Olympus and falls to his death. Chimera is also known as the type of deep fish that uses its venomous spines for defense. So now it does have its tail is kind of like a dragon, but also like a scorpion. And if it pokes you with that, it's venom. It's putting venom into you. So make sure you stay far away from them as well. We still have for your homework, I'd like you to tell me about banshees and chimeras. Tell me, in your words, what are they like? How would you describe them as well? I will see you in our next lesson.